Yeah. Um, there seems to be some problem with the religious orders of men in many religions, both Christian and non-Christian. Yeah. Those Buddhists and the Mohammed Indians. Yes. The religious communities that thought that this was the way that we were going to go. This is not the way we're going. Phew. See, a long time ago, yes, people decided to join these various holy orders, right? Because of their want to get close to God, but then somebody decided to pervert them all. Now, I did spend some time downloading what is known as the Washington State Code of Judicial Conduct. Yes. Mhm. Where you would never use a forgery of the ex officio Superior Court clerk. Right. And anytime somebody accuses the petitioner of using a forgery, yes, you as law enforcement have an obligation to authenticate every signature on every court order. Now, you've refused to do that. What would cause you in law enforcement to refuse to do that? Now, I told you that the slant of the signature was wrong. Yeah. And you wanted to say I was delusional. I told you that I didn't get any due process when you issued every one of the court orders. Right. And you seem to think that I don't have any rights as a citizen of this nation. Yeah. But just looking at this, yes, judges should perform the duties of judicial office impartially, competently, and diligently. Yes. Now, the duties of the judicial office, the impartiality and fairness, bias, prejudice, and harassment. I would say it's harassment to accuse me of crimes where I wasn't in school in Washington. It's harassment to accuse me of a crime in Jefferson County. Yes. It's harassment right now to say that I'm a domestic abuser and child abuser. Oh. Now, somebody's been paying lots of money to have this take place. Yes. Because they don't want me to have the money. Yeah. Because they don't want me to do what I want to do. And since I want to have this large global party that involves the use of all of Catholics' yes, documentation, it seems that the Pope doesn't really understand these ecclesiastical court rules. Now, when I go through the judges of Catholicism for the last 2,000 years, since Peter, yes, the apostle, I don't think any of the original apostles, I don't think they did see themselves as saints. Yes. Somebody after their death decided that. Yes. I mean, Paul, yeah, was he really a saint? No. Peter, James, John, Matthew, Mark. Ouch! Oh no, the removal of the saint from their names. Yes. So they have to be considered as just regular men. Now, let's look at these various canons. Yes. Because I think that I can sue every judge in this state, yes, and every state of the United States for having any knowledge. Well, I'm wanting to put them in prison. Yes. I sent them emails documenting felony fraud and forgery. Yes. And the judges refused to maintain the dignity of their judicial offices at all times. Yes. That they didn't want to avoid both the impropriety and the appearance of impropriety in their professional and personal lives. Yes. They should aspire at all times to conduct, yes, that ensures the greatest possible public confidence in their independence, impartiality, integrity, and competence. Yes. Now, this public confidence that we don't usually talk about, yes. Does anyone know about the crime of accusing me? Well, that public, yes, the individuals known as the residents of this state, yes, every state, and then the citizens of the United States, and quite possibly the public in other nations. Oh. Now, you should aspire at all times to conduct to conduct that ensures the greatest possible public confidence in your independence as a judge, yes, your impartiality in all court hearings, yes, your integrity as a judge, yes, and your competence as a judge. Hmm. Now, I would say that there is no in Washington State Code of Judicial Conduct. Yes, has established standards for the ethical conduct of judges and judicial candidates. Yeah. It is not intended as an exhaustive guide. No. The code is intended, however, to provide guidance, yes, and assist judges in maintaining the highest standard of judicial and personal conduct. Yes. Now, this standard of judicial, well, see, he issued a protection order, 8 years, 4 months, and 9 days ago. Well, my wife said I was crazy. Yes, I was in jail. And then she petitioned for dissolution of marriage. Yeah. You reissued it 1 week after the petition for dissolution of marriage because of the false accusation of violating the restraint provisions when contacting Healthy Families of Clallam County. Yes. And then you modified it without me getting any notice of court hearings. Right. And then you reissued it again in 2013 when it was mail and publication. Yeah. But then the sheriffs called me. Mm, mm. How much did you get paid? I think it does violate the highest standards of judicial and personal conduct. Yes. To be able to bribe any judge or any justice in any state. Now, these ecclesiastical courts of the Orthodoxy and Catholicism, let's say I wanted to bribe the Pope, wanted to give him a few $1 million, Francis. Francis, do you not have enough money as the Pope of Catholicism?